Xiaomi recently launched a foldable phone in China before Samsung Fold 4. This is the thinnest fold in the world, only 6.4 mm thickness of a fold phone, which look really fabulous. And this phone comes with Snapdragon 8 Plus Generation 1. I already used Oppo Find and Vivo X Fold, then Samsung Fold 4, Honor Magic 4, and this one I think is the best one. I'm using Huawei Mate XS2. This is also very thin phone and I really like this phone, but this phone I think much better because this phone have Google. Yeah, you can install Google easily in Chinese variant, and the camera is also not bad. Let's unbox it and see what's special in this phone. I'm your host Sahil and you're watching Tech in Dubai. Let's begin our video. So here is our box of Xiaomi Mix Fold 2. They have 3 variant, 12GB RAM with 256GB storage, 512GB storage and 1TB. The cost is 8,999 yuan, that is 1,300 US dollar. So not so expensive as Samsung Fold. Let's open the box and check the content inside. So Xiaomi Mix Fold. Here's our phone. They have two color, black and golden. I choose the golden one because it look really fabulous. They have a leather case which look really fabulous, and they have also a laying stand which I will show you further in the video. Let's talk about the adapter. This phone supports 67 watt charger and 4500 mAh battery. This phone also give you a converter because they don't have a 3.5 mm audio jack, SIM ejector tool and Type-C to USB-A data cable. So let's unwrap it and take this phone out. I choose the golden color and it look really fabulous, and the phone is very thin. You can feel in your hand, and when we compare with Huawei Mate XS2, you can see the both phone are very thin phone, but the Huawei corner is little thick, and really both phone looks really awesome, but the Huawei have the Google issue. So this phone comes with a glass bag and the camera support Leica. In the side you can see side mounted fingerprint sensor, volume key, top ear blaster, sound by Harman Kardon, noise cancellation, stereo speaker and SIM tray. Thickness of this phone is 5.4 mm, and the bottom Type-C charging port, mic and stereo speaker. When you hold, the thickness of this phone is only 12.2 mm. And you can see compare with Huawei Mate XS2, I feel Xiaomi is really thin. So let's start this phone and talk about the display. When the phone is unfolded, it's 8.2-inch LTPO2 OLED display, 1 billion color, 120Hz refresh rate, HDR10 plus support, Dolby Vision, 1300 nits peak brightness, and they have a Scott UTG ultra thin glass protection. And how to download Google in this phone? So if you have to open App Store, the Chinese App Store, and just write Google Play. So you have a update option. So when you update, it automatically will download your Play Store. So you can easily use Google in this phone, even if it's a Chinese variant. And they have a lot of bloatware. They have update of MIUI 13 version. Let's do it. And about the specs, this phone support Android version 12, Snapdragon 8 Plus Generation 1, and in display you can find 60Hz and 120Hz. So when we fold this phone, the display size is 6.56-inch AMOLED panel, 120Hz refresh rate, HDR10 plus support, Dolby Vision, 1300 nits peak brightness, Corning Gorilla Glass Victus protection, and they have a single punch hole. Bristles and chin are really so thin, and 60Hz and 120Hz in both the panel. About the weight, this phone comes with 269 grams. That's really lightweight as a foldable phone. And if you check, Huawei is 262 grams, so 7 grams is heavier Mix Fold 2. The benchmark, you can say 1.1 million score. That's really awesome for Antutu, but the phone a little heat up, 10.8 degrees. And about the Geekbench 5, the single core is 1336 and multi-core 4322. That's not bad. 3D mark 2786 and FPS 13 FPS to 20 FPS. Not bad. We will try some game later on. So let's try CPU throttle and see does this phone throttle or not. So I did the 15-minute test and the phone overheat, and the CPU throttle is 88%. That's really good. So Snapdragon 8 Plus Generation 1 is better than last generation chipset. So now let's try PUBG. So you can easily play 60 FPS in this phone, and you also have a Ultra HD with Ultra support. So let's have a small deathmatch and see how it performs. But I found that con in this phone, when you unfold or fold unfold your phone, you have to restart the game. I really didn't like this thing, because in my Huawei you can fold or unfold, you never have to restart the game. But in this, if you are playing, you start the game with unfold and then you fold it, then you have to restart. So I think Xiaomi have to overcome this problem. And let's try a small gameplay and see how it performs. Does it lag or not? It's really a big screen, 8.2 inch, so I feel really difficult to play with. So better I fold it and let's try it out. So I have to restart my game again, because you can see there is a notification. So it's really annoying. So while playing 3 or 4 matches, I found this phone really perform well. The phone doesn't heat up and doesn't lag. So I think for gaming also it performed well. Snapdragon 8 Plus Generation 1 is a flagship chipset, so you can get a good result with it. And if you like playing games in tablet, so this phone is really awesome for you. So let's talk about the cover of this phone. So if you're watching some video, you can make this cover as your stand, and I really like this because this is a thinnest phone, and I feel if it fall down or something, it can break easily. So this cover is really cool. You can make it as a stand. I really appreciate Xiaomi for this leather cover. Now let's try the speaker and see how it performs. This phone supports stereo speaker and plus sound by Harman Kardon. So let's check it out. So the speaker quality is really awesome and I really appreciate it. So last but not the least, let's check about the camera of this phone. This phone have triple layer camera and they collab with Leica. So main camera is 50 megapixel with OIS support, 8 megapixel telephoto and 13 megapixel ultra wide. The front camera support 20 megapixel. But there is a problem when the fold is unfold. You can't use front camera. You have to turn off your screen like this, and otherwise you have to fold the screen and take a selfie. So let's check out the pictures of this phone. So I click a lot of pictures and I am planning to do a comparison with Samsung Fold 4. So if you are really interested in the comparison, please let me know in the comment section, and if you're liking this video, please give me a like. So the camera is impressive, not so cool as a flagship phone, but as a foldable phone I really like the camera. And the dynamic range is a little like average. I am say it's not so awesome, but otherwise the camera I feel is good. I click some zoom picture. This is 1x, then 2x, then 5x, and last one is 10x. So this one is 5x and the clarity and everything is really cool. So this is the 10x, so that's really impressive. About the front camera support 20 megapixel, but they have a beauty mode. You will be very beautiful or handsome as if you like, and it's so I didn't like the beauty mode so much, so for me it's the average one. For the portrait shot, I really like the blur effect, and you can see, but a little edge reduction is not so cool. Otherwise I really prefer this one. So last, I found you can also use twice app in one screen, like this one. Like one I am using Twitter and another I am using YouTube. So you can do multitasking, and even you have a third pop-up if you want to do some other work also, so for trading or some business activities. And if you're using 2 apps, so you can do at one time. So I really appreciate this feature. So like suppose I want to use calculator, so I can pop up the third app also. So that's really cool. So for my first impression, I am really impressed with Xiaomi Mix Fold 2. How about you? And if you want to do some comparison or review about this phone, please let me know in the comment section. And if you like this video, please give me a like. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe.